Hello guys, it's ZugZug here. I've been hand painting for over 12 years, working for many amazing projects like League of Legends and World of Warcraft. Big fan of everything stylized, and today I will share with you 5 tips that can improve your hand painted 3D texturing by a mile. We will cover such topics as texture light logic, use of baked maps, painterly look, material definition, and something cool about colors. Let's start. Tip number 1. Texture light logic and how we paint light information in our textures. Average daylight is around 45-degree angle. It's the most common light that used in most professional hand-painted 3D artworks and popular hand-painted projects like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, and many others. Even while the game could use directional light in game engine, it's still a big thing for making a beautiful hand-painted asset. And if it's not using real-time light like League of Legends, then it's not even a question. You want to bring all the light information possible and paint it all in textures. But why is it like that? Actually, in real life we also, in most cases, see exactly the same light information. On this one you can see some light information from interiors inside house and some examples from outside with real daylight. Yeah, I had to walk outside and see the sun. Pretty cool experience. As you see, the upper surface in most cases receive more light, and the side ones are darker with some shades from a light source. Tip number 2. Bake texture maps for your texture base and overpaint it. Makes your life easier. What else makes your life easier is our amazing 3D art courses and mentorship classes. Learn with the real industry professionals, fill the gap in 3D pipelines and art fundamentals knowledge, and get amazing results. For example, I'm always starting with baked ambient occlusion, just to see better the model and just paint over it. While baked curvature is a nice start for painting your highlights. Using smart materials in Substance Painter is also a cool thing for your texture base to start with. So, bake it all and overpaint it for getting some cool results. Tip number 3. Make your textures look painterly and hide the visible bakes. So we baked our maps for helping with texture base and some details, but most of the amazing projects having their own style for how the highlights and other painted details working. That means you can't left it as it is after you baked it. League of Legends, Arcane, World of Warcraft and many others all have their own unique approach on texture paintings and having their own painterly style. That means if you left baked highlights and other things untouched, it would not be it, especially if it's something like Arcane style, super painterly looking. So what we need to do is paint over it and polish everything, hiding the baking look, making it more painterly and fit the cool hand-painted styles. Tip number 4. Define your materials. That means that we want to show material details correctly. Wood, metal, stone, everything should have difference and reads exactly like it. We don't wanna make cracks on metal, we don't wanna make stone shiny, at least in most cases. Or the most common issue is when all materials on the object look the same and have same damage details, like using absolutely similar brush for everything or similar paintings. How material receive a light, reflections and roughness, everything will be different. So make sure the wood looks like wood, metal looks like metal, and have correct damage, different values, and the way it receives a light, reflections, gloss, and so on. Tip number 5. Use more colors. Stay away from monochrome color scheme until it's not some very specific game style or it's your go. Probably most of us been in this situation when all the colors stuck with the same value and saturation. This might cause not the best results we can do. Shadows could look very burnt out and highlights just whitish and boring. Our eyes of juicy things and shadows with highlights could have so many color variations, it's basically endless. If you haven't watched yet our lecture about color theory, it's about time. But if you're not sure, for example, what color to use for your shadow or darker surface, just make a new layer, add some colors and play with hue saturation till you find something that your eye likes. Don't be afraid of experiments. That were my 5 tips based on my own experience. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Peace.